Hello everybody, this is Thannus here, and today we are back in Metroid Prime. In the previous episode, we acquired our remaining items and artifacts, and finally ventured into the Chozo ruins here, restored all the artifacts, but were accosted by Meta Ridley, who we swiftly took down. In this episode, we're finally traveling into the Impact Crater, and investigating what lies below the depths of Talon 4. So let's head on down. Got a save station right next to the little teleporter there. So let's go ahead and save real quick, and that'll restore our energy as well. Very disgusting looking place. Not the fondest of how this place looks. You can scan this here. Limited data on unknown material unavailable. And as you can see, our Phazon suit does not protect us from the orange Phazon. This is a Lumigek, Phazon-charged reptiles. Natives of Talon 4, the Lumigeks travel in swarms to increase their odds of survival. They absorb and radiate Phazon energy, making these swarms a threat. In other words, don't get hit by Lumigeks. Like beetles and scarabs, like scarabs and the Talon crabs, you can shoot them and try to get a little bit of energy off of them. But otherwise, there's not really much of a point in dealing with them. So let's head across here into this room now. It looks like it's filled with a bunch of platforms, and honestly, a lot of these platforms look like teeth. I'm not quite sure why they went with that. Oh yeah, there are also fission Metroids in here, my favorite. And they infinitely spawn. So not only are they the most annoying type of Metroid in this area... Oh god, I have fallen. There is no way to keep them from coming back. In other words, have your wits about you, because this room in particular can be pretty annoying. My main recommendation is keep moving. It makes it harder for the fission Metroids to get to you. Deal with them if you have to, though. For example, right now, this one won't go away. Also, I don't think it's possible to kill a fission Metroid before it splits. In fact, I think its death, quote-unquote, is technically what causes it to split. Okay, got, that one halfway done. I did not mean to change to my X-ray visor. Ow. Morph ball bombs can kill it, but only if it's already grabbing onto you. Also have a ammo refill chamber in here. Not that we need it. We don't have any missiles expended right now. But here it is. Head back here now. Still got a little bit of ways to go before we're all the way through here. Keep going after the fission Metroids if you need to. Ow! Damn it. I'm gonna try to avoid these ones. And I failed miserably. Get off of me, prick. Okay, that one split as well. Good God Almighty, I hate fission Metroids with a burning passion. I hope they all die. I don't even care if you're in my way anymore. I'm just killing you. Oh, good, another one. Best way to avoid them, if you can dodge the charge, just move on after that. Oh, hey, another one spawned in. Right where we're going. I hate these things so much. It makes the very end of the game what would otherwise be a very victorious trek towards the end of it all a slog. Vision Metroids, how I abhor thee. God Almighty. I'm gonna do a power bomb. I don't think it kills him, but okay, it didn't kill all of them, but it did kill one. Die, please. We don't need power bombs where we're going, so I don't care if I use them to kill these things. It doesn't matter. Let's keep climbing up. Lost a decent amount of health fighting those things. And I hear one coming, so let's leave. Thankfully, the door's right here. All right. Got a few spider ball tracks to go on here. Careful, again, don't fall into the orange phazon. It is far deadlier than the blue stuff. All right, we've made it across. Head into this final room. This is the real final boss of Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime. That's right, he's actually the name of the game. Highly evolved phazon producing life form. The aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Only its head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal. These include ultra-frigid breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, and particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carapace make it lethal in melee combat. Recommend maximum firepower when engaging this enemy. Alright, like the beam troopers, it is actually susceptible to a specific beam type whenever it is a certain color. So right now it's purple, so we're hitting it with the wave beam. Avoid those missiles if you can. We're going to use the Wave Buster on him here. And that'll damage him quite a bit. He's going to try to jump forward at us. And now we'll use the Power Beam on him. I don't recommend using a Charge Beam or Super Missiles for this phase. While they are effective against him during this, actually. The way it moves makes it a lot more difficult to hit it with those slower moving beams or slower moving attacks. So honestly, spamming power beam shots is your best bet with this one. If you can hit a super missile, good. Like I just did. Okay. Actually, yeah, missiles are seeking. I don't know why I said don't use super missiles. That's stupid. Use super missiles. Once it gets damaged to a certain point, it'll move on to another room. It's using a wave beam again, so we'll go ahead and use the Wave Buster on it once more. And then it is going to charge across the room. Quickly morph ball into one of the pits to dodge it. Then we are using the power beam again. Hit it with the super missile if you can. Boom. And it's going to do that again. So avoid it. I recommend not using the middle track. It usually has a claw in there. Now we're going with the ice beam. Ice beam is probably the hardest weapon to hit it with because it does not track and it's much slower than any of the other weapons. However, you can do that, and that will basically make it frozen still. Oh, it's going down one more time. This is why I didn't use any of my missiles on Ridley. Because using the missile beams against this thing is very effective. And now it is switched to plasma mode. Now we can use the flamethrower against it. We have to be much closer for the flamethrower to do anything, though. And getting within range of it is not the most highly recommended idea. Ow. Eventually, it'll start shooting out those little orbs, which we can use to attack it. Or, no, it will use these orbs to attack us, and we can get some recharge from it, which is good. Use the Wave Buster on it again. And then it's going to do its whole claw dragging thing. Got it under halfway down. Missiles are starting to run low, though. Oh, crap. Okay, got it again. It's gonna go across one more time. Ice beam again. Those other shots it was doing are poisonous, so try to avoid those if you can. And it's digging down one more time. Continue chasing after it. Metroid Prime is also not a very difficult boss, but I am a big fan of how it utilizes almost all of your arsenal in order to fight it. It's a very cool concept for a boss, and honestly how most final bosses should be. You should have to try to use every tool at your disposal to fight a final boss of a game. It makes sense. Anyways, let's keep super missiling it, and that one missed somehow. Oops. I'm half expecting to switch. Yep, right as I shoot the super missile. Thanks, Metroid Prime. Okay, Wave Buster always works on it. Oops, I'm behind it. I am right below it. Back to Power Beam. Dude. It's doing this thing again. Let's try to get these missile pickups. Ah. It really likes its power beam and wave beam here. We hit it again. It's going to go through the middle one more time. And it's going to switch, I'm presuming, to... Oh, no, power beam. It was purple there for a second. This is plasma beam. I don't know why I said power beam. Anyways, let's try to get these pickups here. I believe these projectiles it sends out are also color-coded for a reason. I don't think you can shoot them with anything. We gotta be kind of careful keeping track of the beams it throws at us here. Alright, switch again, please. I don't know how it got missiles, though. That's a little bit weird. Alright, got it again. It's going to go across one more time. I don't believe power bombs do anything against this boss. Okay, just switch from ice to ice. Not sure how that works, but I'll take it. Anyways, there it goes. Oh, but it doesn't look like we're done yet, does it? All right. Let's head down. Welcome to Phase 2. This is Metroid Prime again. The core essence of Metroid Prime. Scan indicates that the Phazon energy form of Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks from a Phazon-fused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pools of Phazon when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's Phazon weapon system. The entity can also be invisible. I didn't read that bit. Doesn't matter, we've scanned 100% of the logbook now. But, like it just said, we have no means of attacking it right now, which is a little bit problematic for us, but I'm sure we'll overcome this challenge. Make sure you jump over the shockwaves it sends out. And it is going to spawn these little pools here, and then change which visor it's visible with. Right now, it's visible with the X-ray visor, and if we jump into the pool of Phazon, we can go ham. Ow. We do want to keep an eye on it, though. So it's very similar in concept to the Omega Pirate in how we have to use our visors. So if you remember fighting the Omega Pirate, you remember fighting this. Now in its thermal visor form. And we're back to normal visor. I'm waiting for it to spawn another pool of Phazon. I don't know why it's waiting on that. Please do it, dude. Stop doing the shockwaves, please. I'm trying to be able to fight you, and I can't do that while you're not doing the pools of Phazon. There we go. Another annoying bit about this boss, it spawns normal Metroids. Go ahead and use Hyper Mode on it again. There we go. And we play the waiting game again. Yeah, Metroid Prime is the titular antagonist of the Metroid Prime game. And then it just ended up being the de facto name for the rest of the series because Metroid Prime, first person's perspective, you can call it kind of makes sense. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. Anyways, let's get over to that pool of Phazon. And go at it again. Got it down to about half. Honestly, this phase is, in my opinion, a little bit easier to fight than the first phase. Okay. More regular Metroids to deal with, but also another pool of Phazon. And I think it is, yeah. Go at it with Hyper Mode again. Got a few more to go. Ow. I don't believe there's a super missile version of Hyper Mode. I think you just hold down your beam. And that's it. I've never actually tried it, though. I might have to do that. Got 2 Hunter Metroids now. And it is now in our normal visor, so we're going to have to fight it that way. Okay, yeah, missiles just straight up don't even do anything in Hyper Mode. It does not let you use them. God, I hope it lets me end the boss in the normal visor, because this boss is so much cooler in this visor. But I do like the concept of having to switch to your different visors for the boss. Okay. We got a Hunter Metroid and a Fission Metroid. Awesome. My favorite. I don't know if Hyper Mode actually, if Hyper Mode works on the normal Metroids that the thing spits out. Oh, good. It spat out another one. You know what? Let's just try it. Hyper Mode does work. Oh, God. It's getting a little bit tense, though. Anyways, one more Hyper Mode ought to do it, based on the rate that I've been doing this so far. Alright, screw the Metroids. Let's go in for it. Come on, where are you at? Brother, get off of me. There we go. He's down. It's down. thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.